What's the real role of performance measurement? Is it to serve the bureaucratic machine? Is it to keep an eye on employees? Is it to hold executives accountable? And does the role change depending on who's measuring and what they're measuring? Well, I don't believe so. I believe that performance measurement role is universally comprised of 3 specific things. Every morning I measure my heart rate variability, or HRV. It's the variation in time between heartbeats. It's a measure that takes values mostly between 1 and 100, and the higher the better. It has got a mathematical formula to quantify it, and it's based on heartbeat data that my Oura ring collects. HRV is widely accepted by the medical field as a measure of nervous system resilience or stress. Small values mean high stress, and big values mean resilience. I've measured my HRV over quite a long time frame because it's taken a while to work out how to elevate it, or in other words, to reduce my stress. Our HRV will vary from day to day depending on a bunch of things like how hard we work, how much sleep we get, and what we eat and what we worry about. Life events can affect it quite dramatically too, like the effect of 24 hours of flights from Brisbane to London, which will make it drop, or a week in Paris on vacation with a lot of sleeping in and relaxation, and that will make it rise. Finally, figuring out how to manage stress with a specific daily routine helps too, which keeps it higher, of course. I measure HRV for 3 powerful reasons. Firstly, it sharpens my focus on an important result in my life, which is reducing work-life stress. Secondly, it gives me objective feedback about what's really happening with my stress levels. My HRV is more accurate than my own perceptions. And thirdly, it's a fulcrum that gives me leverage to find the rituals that have the biggest measurable impact on HRV and thusly lowering my stress. So did you manage to pick up the 3 things that define the role of this performance measure? Focus, feedback, and fulcrum. Every single performance measure that's worthwhile will sharpen our focus on a result that really matters. It will give us objective feedback about what is really happening with that result. And it acts as a fulcrum for us to find leverage to reach the result that matters with least effort. Incidentally, some of the daily rituals that I use to keep my stress under control are eating a light dinner 3 hours before bedtime. That I get deeper sleep that way. Taking Chinese adaptogenic herbs in the morning, using an app called Asana for project and task management, take a movement break every 30 minutes of computer work, and spending time outside works great too, like cycling, walking in the forest, or riding my motorcycle in the country. Business really is no different to me measuring HRV. In business, it's too easy to think everything's important. We have biases and blind spots in how we perceive its performance, and we really do try too many quick fixes that don't really fundamentally fix things. Measuring what matters makes achieving what matters easier and faster and more enjoyable. Focus, feedback, fulcrum. So how well do your measures help you focus on what really matters, get feedback that makes you wiser about them, and helps you find that fulcrum for leverage to improve those results?